This is a video by 99 Carnot. This is the first real video I put up on my channel. I wanted to tell you all what my channel is going to be about, I hope. Basically, it's going to be about engines. I enjoy working on small engines, and I hope to put up some videos on small engines when I start working, when it gets a little warmer, since I work outside on some small engines. I named my channel, part of it is Carnot. Carnot is named after Sadi Carnot, who was an important French scientist. In 1824, he published a paper titled Reflections on the Motive Power of Fire, and described different types of cycles. His ideal cycle was the Carnot cycle, and he figured out that the thermal efficiency of an engine was determined by the difference in the temperature of the heat that went into the engine compared to the temperature of the heat that was discharged by an engine. Also, all engines have to work in repetitive cycles, and there are three important engine cycles that you're probably all familiar with. There's the Otto piston engine cycle, which is a spark ignited piston engine. There's the diesel cycle, which is a compression ignition piston engine. And there's the Brayton cycle, which is commonly known as the jet engine or gas turbine engine. All three of those engines operate with four distinct events: intake, compression, power or combustion, and exhaust. And what I find interesting is that in piston engines, those four events take place at different times in the same engine component inside the cylinder. In a jet engine, gas turbine engine, those events all take place at the same time but in different parts of the engine. So a jet engine, gas turbine engine, is basically a smoother running engine than piston engines. There is very little reciprocating motion in a gas turbine engine. Rolls-Royce, when they started developing their jet engines, the engineers were impressed with how smooth those engines were compared to the piston engines they had been producing, and they decided to name their jet engines after rivers in the UK, since they felt that a jet engine was smooth running like an evenly flowing river. And today, Rolls-Royce's largest aircraft engine, the Trent, is named for the River Trent in the UK. I thought that was interesting. So that's it for the introduction. Hopefully I'll be putting some more videos up soon regarding small engine work and maybe some other things that I find interesting about engines. So I hope you're welcome to comment, rate, and subscribe. And before I go, I'd like to mention a couple other channels I found on YouTube that I find very interesting regarding engines. First is Donny Boy73. Donny is D-O-N-Y. Don is a experienced small engine mechanic, and he puts up a lot of videos regarding small engine maintenance and repair. They're very useful, have a lot of excellent information. Every Friday he also puts up a question and answer video on small engines. So if you're interested in anything regarding small engines, his is an excellent channel for information. I also found a couple of channels where guys restore old engines, which I found very interesting. I'm accustomed to Briggs & Stratton, Kohler, Tecumseh, Honda, Wisconsin, and McCulloch engines. These guys restore things like Listers and Rustons and Petters. They're engines I was not familiar with, and I find their channels very interesting. They take old engines that haven't run for a long time and fix them up and restore them to their brand new running conditions. Very interesting. It's a real, they're very skillful at that. So those channels are Engine Lover 1, Crank Up Chris, and Mr. Signer 09. Signer is S-I-N-E-R. And finally, if you like old-time music, which isn't related to small engines at all, but I think is very entertaining, I found a group of amateur musicians called the Outback Pickers. Their channel is Cadjunk, C-A-D-J-U-N-K. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.